thought it was time to show you some of my roses. And yes, these are my snapdragons. But they're just coming to the end of their season. And they've been really, truly, truly beautiful. So I thought maybe I'd get a little bit more up close and personal as we take a look at all of the glorious roses that we have. And they are all different. I don't think I've got any doubles of my roses, to be honest. So I just showed you some of the shrubs, and I'm just coming into the floribundas right now, so I try not to trip down. So just sort of the floribundas as we're looking at them here, heading on in to seeing some of them just sort of spilling over and growing just profusely in the logs here as we head up, and then coming back and taking a look at the Julia Child that are here, which are always quite phenomenal. But I love the fact that these guys are growing in the, I don't know if you can see the log, maybe I'll pull out just for a second, but they're huge, great big logs. And I decided to plant things in this log just a couple of years ago. But again, sort of looking at the roses and some of the sweet williams, and more roses up here in the logs. But just the roses have been beautiful, and you can just sort of see them as some of them are coming to their end now. And here are some of the ones that are on my trellis, which really have pretty much come to the end, but just wanted to show you how beautiful they are. And I would be remiss if I didn't take you down to see the little cherry bombs, which are just down here, and they are just bloom and bloom and bloom and bloom all season as they on the wall here. They're just teeny tiny little guys, and they don't smell really quite as much as my other ones, but I think they're fun. So just sort of coming in to see just how many lovely rosettes they have, and smaller. So this is the rose garden by the deck. So these are my roses near the greenhouse, and it is pretty early in the morning here, so everything's just sort of waking up. But the ones that you're looking at the moment are my David Austin, and these smell absolutely phenomenal. And then just going into some of my other ones here. In total I think now I have about 50 different roses throughout the garden. And these are all shrub roses. And this is called Gabriel Oak. And this one here is Boscabel. And I wish I could remember the other ones, but I do have a list somewhere. So if anyone's ever interested in all of these various roses, I'd be happy to share my list. But there is sort of nothing better than being able to sort of come up into this garden. As soon as you open the door, all you can smell is these incredible roses. And you can see, unfortunately, they're maybe a little broken down at the moment. They've got so big that they've fallen over. And we had some wind and rain last night, so they are showing a little bit of their wear and tear from last night. And I thought, ooh, I should probably get everything done. And then I thought, no, I'm just gonna show you what they look like. I'm just trying to come in and get this lovely purple one, because it's about the only purple rose that I have, which I think is lovely. And as I said, they're starting to come to an end. For now, they will absolutely come back in August. And this is the Queen of Sweden here, just sort of up and in the apple tree. What she likes, she just comes on through and also takes some shade from it. So just, you can sort of see my little rose over there, which is multicolored, but she has finished for the season, at least until August. So just a little bit more about the beautiful roses that exist up by the greenhouse. So you can just see that the sun is starting to rise as it dissipates the fog. So these are the roses that we have up against the house, and they are the very first to bloom. So they're going to be starting to bloom for me in May, actually. They typically come in around early May. So right now, I know I keep saying it, we are coming to the end of the rose season in June, but they'll be back. They do come back. Sometimes I'm lucky and I get 2 or 3 more flushes. So we're down on the lower level now. So this is the 3rd level, and this is typically where I grow my roses in pots. As you can see, some of them are still very much alive and doing well. And again, these are my early bloomers, so they will start in sort of mid-May. And I typically get them through until the end of June. So I get about 6 weeks from the roses, and then they will die back for just a little while and then come back for their next flushes. So we are down on the main level of the garden, right in the lower garden here. And again, just wanting to show you some of the lovely roses that are down here. So it's going to be a bit jerky as I go up and down the stairs to show you them, but I did want to bring them in. Oh, I just wanted to show you some of these. These are my kangaroo paws. So this is my nod to Australian flowers. Anyway, coming up the steps onto the 2nd level here, heading into the Poet's Wife. So these are the Poet's Wife roses. Again, these are my shrub roses. These are amongst my oldest roses, and I'll show you my oldest one in just a minute. But I love the yellow, and she blooms floriferously. In other words, lots and lots and lots of blooms. But I do have quite a few different species down here. So again, here are some of my little Canadian roses down here, but very different petal structure as we're looking at them and sort of going through to see them. But you can see the orange one here. She's my eldest rose. She was the first rose that I bought when I moved to Vancouver. So she is, I would have bought her so she's 21 years old now. And she has been through all sorts of things because the deer loved her. So she was absolutely ravaged for the first few years. But now that the fence is up, she's lovely and safe. And again, these are all David Austins in here, except for some of my Canadian Explorer Series roses. And the smell is really terrific as we walk through here and see all of the different kinds that exist up here as well. And again, you're seeing them first thing in the morning before I get out and do all of my pruning to get them ready. But I think they're gorgeous, and I just wanted to share them with you at this time of the day, as they've got a little bit of mist on their rose petals, and we're heading into the morning. And again, these are my Explorer roses up here. As you can see them, so the petals are a little bit different. Let's get ready to come in and see all of those in the back here. And some are just beginning to bloom. So you can sort of see them here. These are the ones that don't get quite as much light, but even with not as much light, they're still going to bloom and enjoy themselves. So sorry, just turning around here. So you're gonna see some of the fuchsias and other things that we get up here as we head in to take another look. The roses from a different direction. So I didn't really show you the little guys down here too. So again, I do have some single petals, largely because of the bees and things. They love being able to just snuggle right into those petals and just bury their faces in them as we keep going around. The allium, everything else that's here. And again, the poet's wife, which is just up here. And I do have little guys all sort of dotted around through here as well. We thought we had lost this one. She said, no, I'm still alive, I'm coming back. And there she is there. And of course, some of our lovely big red climbers. And climbers typically come earlier in the season. And so then they take a rest for a while and come back. And we are just starting to climb this little one. We're going to climb her. Oh, as her petals fall off. And maybe we'll finish off here. Just with the white ones, just to the back. As the sun is coming up, and as we continue to enjoy our day, and I get on with watering, which is what they really want. Thank you so much for looking at my roses. Cheers.